Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 1st of May. In this update, visa rejection rates fell to their lowest level since COVID-19 in 2025. Data released to Newstalk ZB shows just over 65,000 applications were declined last year, a drop from more than 83,000 in 2024. 2025's rejection rate was about 6.3% compared with around 7.3% in each of the previous 2 years. India made up almost a third of rejections last year, followed by China. Immigration New Zealand's Jock Gilray says things have been settling post-COVID, and he says they're seeing steadier numbers and more consistent outcomes. The US is pushing for other countries to form a coalition to restore freedom of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz. That's according to a State Department cable seen by Reuters, as oil prices surge to their highest in years on fears of longer-term disruptions to global fuel supplies. 2 months into the war that started with US-Israeli strikes on Iran, the vital sea channel remains closed, choking off a fifth of the world's supplies of oil and gas. The UK terrorism threat level's been raised to severe, and the government's planning law changes after 2 Jewish men were stabbed in North London. A 45-year-old man's been arrested, while the victims are in a stable condition. The rise in threat level means an attack is highly likely in the next 6 months. British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer says new powers to tackle anti-Semitism will start with increasing police presence in Jewish communities. He says there will be more investment in Jewish security services and stronger powers to shut down charities promoting extremism. A recently released prisoner's been arrested after the search for an abducted girl in Australia's Northern Territory ended in tragedy. 5-year-old Kumanjai Little Baby vanished from her home near Alice Springs on Sunday night before her body was found on Thursday morning. 47-year-old Jefferson Lewis has been arrested. The ABC understands the man was badly beaten by members of the public before he was arrested. A group of people gathered at the hospital he was taken to and were dispersed by tear gas after throwing projectiles and damaging police cars. The Middle East conflict is in the early stage of influencing spending and lending behaviour. Centrix's April credit indicator finds both consumer and business arrears are trending downwards. Managing Director Keith McLaughlin says we've been seeing consumer confidence returning in the past 12 months, but he says now with the economy tightening and rising geopolitical uncertainty, consumers are starting to take a more cautious approach. In sport, Melbourne Storm League coach Craig Bellamy has been diagnosed with an unspecified neurodegenerative disorder, but will remain in his job for now. The club have dropped 6 successive games for the first time since his 2003 appointment. Saudi Arabia will withdraw the multi-billion-dollar backing of the LIV golf circuit at season's end, plunging the venture's future into further doubt. 2-time World Cup winning Wallaby-turned-pundit Tim Horan wants officials to make room for an Anzac rugby test next year. I'm Nivareti Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.